And Michael Jackson is my friend, and I am just heartbroken.
All right, thank you very much, Brian Oxman. Let's turn now to the UCLA Medical Center in Los Angeles, where Jackson was taken, and Ted Rollins is there with the very latest. Ted, what, if anything, is the hospital saying about Michael Jackson?
Nothing yet, Kitty. We are awaiting an official update from hospital spokespeople, and as you can see behind me, there is a huge crowd of international, national, and local media already camped out outside the hospital, and the crowd has been gathering. A lot of members of the public are making their way down here to the UCLA Medical Center, where, as you just heard Brian Oxman say, the family has gathered as well. And what Brian Oxman, the family attorney for the Jacksons, just described is really staggering. The news that, in his opinion, that Michael Jackson may have had issues with prescription drugs. This, of course, has been something that has been rumored for years, stretching back to when he was in Santa Maria in that child molestation case. I was in the courtroom every day in that case, and I can remember vividly some of the days him walking in a bit of a trance, and the day where he walked in with the pajama bottoms, of course, started a lot of speculation. So whether or not Brian Oxman is completely knowledgeable about what's going on, one would think that he did have some knowledge. Extraordinary information just got from that last interview, Kitty. But the information that is the information we're waiting on is, and that is the official condition of Michael Jackson, is something that we are still waiting on here at the UCLA Medical Center. Still no word, no official word from the hospital yet. Of course, the LA Times and others reporting that Michael Jackson is dead.
What's the scene like there? Is there a gathering crowd?
Absolutely. It's been gathering over the last few hours, and as you can see behind me, there's a huge crowd of people. A lot of the folks that you see back there are members of the media from around the world. They have outlets here in Los Angeles, of course, and they have all gathered here. But then also there are students and members of the UCLA faculty out here, and then members of the public have also started gathering here, and that crowd has been gathering steadily over the last hour or so, and most likely will continue to grow as people wait official word as to the fate of Mr. Jackson, who is inside this facility. But again, we have not heard officially from anybody inside whether or not he is dead. The LA Times and others reporting he is, but officially that has not been reported. And interesting that Brian Oxman, his attorney, the Jackson family attorney, who says he's in that building, also says that he has not heard definitively the fate of Michael Jackson.
Thank you very much, Ted Rollins. Thanks, Ted. Well, joining me now in the studio is David Kaplan, Entertainment Tonight editor at Magazine. And David, thanks for being with us. You've just heard a range of on-the-scene reporting. What's your assessment of what you've heard so far?
I mean, clearly this was a complete shock that Michael Jackson, with these reports that he's passed, because in recent months there's been such a buildup to his concert, and more so there was a lot of rehashing of these past reports about his health. A couple of years ago, a biography claimed that he suffered from everything from emphysema to lung problems to internal bleeding. And this, I don't know if the word is ironic, that almost seems distasteful, but it's incredible that within a few weeks these concerts were to start, and then this happened. Completely a surprise, and there had been no new rumors of ill health as well.
Well, you know, when this concert was postponed, certainly there must have been some discussion of why.
Oh, absolutely, and that's really when there was a lot more, rumor mongering as well. A lot of people thought his health took a turn for a worse. But again, reps for Michael said that everything was fine. His health wasn't getting worse. So that's why this is just a complete surprise, at least on the surface. But we may find in the coming days that there was a little bit more going on.
You know, we see him in two modes sometimes as an outside observer to this man and his career. Sometimes he's an incredibly high energy person, almost charged with energy. And at other times, he has the appearance of fragility, basically. How do you reconcile these two different types of person? And do you think that which was the real Michael Jackson, the one that was charged with energy, or the one that was really fragile?
I think with Michael